Hey everyone, imagine grabbing your backpack, heading to the park or your backyard, and painting exactly what you see. Sun sparkling on water, shadows moving across grass. That perfect golden hour glow. In 1885, John Singer Sargent painted his friend Claude Monet, while Monet was painting plein air, which basically means painting outside in real life instead of in a studio. The artwork, Claude Monet painting at the edge of a forest, is like a behind-the-scenes moment of one famous artist capturing another famous artist doing his thing in nature. Plein air is French for in the open air. You paint outdoors live, no studio, no photos. It's raw, it's real, and it's how some of the greatest art in history was born. One cool example is artists sketching in the White Mountains by Winslow Homer. Basically, artists out in the wild drawing what they actually see. Today, we're covering what it is, famous examples, 2 inventions that changed art forever, and easy tips so you could try it. Let's go. It's not just sketching, it's the real deal. No fixing it later in a dark studio. The Impressionists made it famous, but anyone can do it. An out-of-doors study by John Singer Sargent is basically a whole vibe. It shows people hanging out and painting outside, totally embracing that plein air life. Ready for the history? Artists have sketched outside for centuries, but finishing big paintings outdoors? That was rare until the 1800s. British painter John Constable was an early pioneer. Check out his 1821 masterpiece, The Hay Wain. He did tons of outdoor studies of the English countryside. The superstars of plein air painting were the Impressionists. Claude Monet, Pierre-Auguste Renoir, and Camille Pissarro. They ditched the stuffy art rules and painted outside every day. Here's Monet's impression, Sunrise, 1872. A quick harbor scene at dawn. A critic made fun of it and accidentally named the whole movement Impressionism. In Monet's famous Haystacks series, he painted the exact same piles at different times of day to show how light totally changes everything. Renoir painted friends chilling at La Grenouillerie, a popular swimming spot. Look at that sparkling water and movement. These guys work super fast because nature doesn't wait. So how do they pull this off? 2 inventions made plein air possible. First, the camera. Photography was invented in 1839, and everything changed. Suddenly, cameras could capture super realistic images way faster than a painter ever could. Artists were probably like, wait, so what's our job now? Then came early motion photography, like the first photos of a horse running by Edward Muybridge in 1878. His famous series, The Horse in Motion, proved that at one point all 4 of a horse's hooves leave the ground. Painters have been getting it wrong for years. Imagine that moment. Instead of competing with cameras, the Impressionists basically said, cool, you capture the details. We'll capture the vibe. Artists like Claude Monet focused on the impression, the feeling of light, color, in that exact moment in time. Photography pushed them to loosen up, paint faster, and care more about mood than perfect detail. Some artists even used photos as references, but plein air kept them outside, connected to real life and real light. Second, paint tubes. Before 1841, artists stored oil paint in pig bladders. You poked a hole with a pin, squeezed some out, and if you didn't use it all, it dried up or leaked everywhere. Super messy and impossible to carry a full set outside. In 1841, American painter John Goffe Rand invented the collapsible metal tube, like a toothpaste tube for paint. Squeeze what you need, screw the cap back on, and the paint stays fresh for weeks. You could finally bring your whole palette outdoors. Renoir said, without paint in tubes, there would have been no Impressionism. Those tubes plus the camera equals art revolution. Back then, artists like John Singer Sargent had to paint the whole scene to capture the moment, like in an out-of-door study. Today, we can just pull out our phones and snap it in 2 seconds. But painting it yourself hits different. You actually see more. Here are super practical plein air tips for beginners. Start small. Use a small canvas, 8 by 10, and only 5 to 6 colors. Keep it simple. Travel light. Portable easel, folding stool, backpack. Less gear equals less stress. Pick a good spot. Go early for cool light. Look for big shadows and simple shapes. A park, backyard, or school field totally works. Plan fast. Do a 2-minute sketch first. Block in big shapes and light/dark areas before details. Stay loose. Use bigger brushes in your whole arm. Don't obsess over tiny stuff. The light changes fast. That's part of the fun. If it shifts a lot, start a new one like Claude Monet did. Gear and safety. Sunscreen, hat, water. Flip your canvas if it's windy. Tell someone where you're going. It's okay if it looks messy. Your first ones might look wild. That's normal. The goal isn't perfect. It's learning to really see. Pro tip. Take a quick phone pic at the start so you remember the original light later. So channel your inner John Singer-Sargent vibe. Plein Air Painting connects you to history, nature, and your own creativity. From John Constable's countryside fields to Claude Monet's Haystacks, and now to your neighborhood park or local trail. This tradition is literally waiting for you. Grab your supplies, head outside, and make something awesome.